Hi guys, I'm going to take you through a banded warm-up that you can use for your ring workouts. Now, with that band, we're going to start by placing it around an attachment point that is about shoulder height. So a door frame, a door handle, just make sure it's secure. From here, we're going to face away from that attachment point. You can have 1 foot forward if you like, just for some stability and balance. We're going to start with some banded circles. So I'm thinking about protracting through the shoulders, nice and hollow through the body, nice and straight through the arms. Bring them all the way up past my ears, hold the hollow shape and keep the shoulders rolled forward. So full circles here, they're nice and controlled, and you can go for up to 10 reps. From there, we can come into some straight arm pull work. Now, we're going to stay facing away from that attachment point. Band is in your hands, and we need to hold those ribs down. So making sure that the ribs are pulled down, shoulders are rolled forward. From here, hands come up behind you, and we pull down to the hips. Nice and straight through the elbows. Hold the hollow position as we come back up, and we pull back down to the hips. So we're just making sure shoulders stay protracted and rolled forward at the top. Hands come just down in front of those hips for this exercise. And you can go through around 10 reps of this exercise too. We're then going to turn around and we're going through another variation of that straight arm pull work. We're going to face the attachment point. Just stand back so there's some tension on that band. We turn the thumbs down to start with. So from this position, I'm going to start to pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then come forward. So I'm rowing, squeezing the shoulder blades together, palms turned up, coming forward, thumbs down. So you can go through another 10 reps of this exercise as well. From here, into some straight arm pull work. So I'm facing the same way. Hands up at shoulder height, hollow through my body, and I'm going to hold those shoulders down away from my ears. So I'm feeling my lats as I pull down towards my hips. Come straight back up to the top, pull back down. So you can take your feet closer to the bars to make this easier, or step further away. And let's go through around 10 reps. From there, we can come into some bent arm pushing. Face away from the attachment point, 1 foot forward for balance, hands in by the sides of the body. When we push forward, we're going to turn the palms up, lock out the elbows, and come back to the sides. Push forward, lock out with the elbows, come back to the sides. So just emphasizing that turned out position at the top of every rep. And again, take yourself through those 10 reps. From there, we're going to need to move this band up to a point above your head. So over the top of a door frame or a bar, if you have this at home. Once you are set up, we're just going to come into a kneeling position and we're going to face in. From here, we're going to start with those elbows straight. Shrug up, so we are elevating through your shoulder blades. First movement is then to shrug down, bend, row down towards the sides, come back to the top, shrug up, shrug down, row down to the sides, squeeze the shoulders down and back, return to the top position. So with your reps here, pulling those elbows down towards your back pockets. And let's go through 10 reps. One more exercise that we can do here are some butterfly pulls. So we can look to face away from the attachment this time. In a nice tall position, ribs need to be pulled down. That's where they stay. From here, I look to turn the palms out, press down, pull into the front of the hips, then we come back up to the top. So shoulders stay down from your ears, palms press down, we turn them out at the bottom, and we come back up. So with this drill, take yourself through a good 10 reps. Okay. Guys, from here I'm going to take you through some wrist prep. Now we're just going to look at warming up our false grip for the session and the work that we do on the rings. So the way that we can start our false grip work is just to come onto the knuckles. Place the knuckles on the floor. You're aiming to keep your grip really tight and your fist closed. And then we're just starting to roll down, one hand at a time, onto the back of the hand, and coming back up to the center. Now, if you find that your elbow is bending, what I would like you to do is actually just take your shoulder out to the side. It just decreases the load and the angle at the wrist. So working through around 10 reps there on each side. From here, we can then work into some double false grip holds. So both hands starting on the knuckles, rolling down into false grip. You're focusing on keeping the elbows as straight as you can and the fist closed tight. Take yourself through 10 reps of this exercise as well. Then we can come into some false grip lift-offs. So we're going to start by making a fist in one hand. We're going to hold it closed with our other hand for the moment. Place the back of the hand on the floor and then look to straighten that elbow out, and we want to turn the elbow to face forwards. From here, we're going to take our supporting hand away. We're then going to hold that fist closed tight and lift up for 3, 2, 1. Push back down, tighten the fist, straighten the elbow. Lift up and hold for 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. Press into the floor, straighten the elbow, fist is closed tight, lift up for 3, 2, 1. Stretch that hand out and then we will repeat on the other side. So make a nice tight fist, keep that grip really strong. Support it with your other hand, place the back of the hand on the mat, straighten the elbow out and turn the eye of the elbow forwards. Take your supporting hand away, hold that angle and lift up. 3, 2, 1. Press down into the mat, tighten the fist, straighten the elbow. Lifting up for 3, 2, 1. One more. Press down into the mat, straighten the elbow, keep that grip really tight and lift. 3, 2, 1. And then you can stretch those hands out, those wrists out the other way. Roll them out and you're good to go. Hi guys, I'm going to take you through a false grip eagle hang. Now this position is used at the start of your muscle up. It is designed to help you improve your grip strength, so there are a few ways we can scale this depending on how comfortable you feel. When you come to the rings, we need to put the hands over the rings and set up in false grip. So the soft part of the wrist goes on the ring. We wrap around. It's really important that we try and keep that index finger locked in tight throughout this exercise. So a nice strong grip. You can start with the hands turned in. As we lower down, we need to fully straighten the elbows, turn those hands out. Now here, just make sure we don't slip out into a neutral grip. So back into your false grip, straighten the elbows, turn the palms out. You can leave the toes on the floor here for support, or if you're feeling comfortable, just lift them up and holding there. If you start to slip, toes go back down to complete the set. Hi everyone, I'm going to take you through some false grip chin holds. Now this position forms the start of your muscle up transition. So when we come to the rings, make sure again that we start in false grip. So we wrap the hands over the top of the ring. The soft part of that wrist sits right on that wooden ring, and we keep a really tight grip strength, particularly with that index finger. Elbows come in. Now from here, you are going to lift up into your false grip chin hold. You can jump yourself up. You can leave your toes on the floor for support, or you can lift them off. I'm pulling my shoulders down and back, and if I need to make this harder, I can start to come out to the sides. At any time, toes can come down for support. Hi guys, I'm going to take you through some muscle up transitions. Now, if you have a band at home, this is really helpful for this exercise. When you jump into your position, you're going to use the band on the rings, and I'm going to talk you through those cues. With the ends of the bands, just place them on the rings and lock them in place with your hands. We're going to jump up to front support hold. Can be a little tricky. Let's see how we go. Straighten the elbows at the top and just tuck those knees into the band. Make sure your elbows and your wrists are turned out at the top. From here, we lower down. So full range of movement. Find the bottom of your dip. Roll the thumbs across your chest into a false grip chin hold. Back to the bottom of your dip. Elbows stay in. Roll the thumbs across your chest. False grip chin hold. Elbows in as you roll back to the bottom of your dip. Hi guys, let's work through some front support holds. Now you just need to make sure that your rings are set to a height that'll allow you to get your toes off the floor. If you struggle with this, keep them a bit lower and you can leave your toes on the mat. Now, when we jump up, a few key points to start with. We need to make sure our feet are together and we have that hollow body position. Our elbows are going to be straight. We pull the rings into the side of the body and we externally rotate to turn those palms out. Shoulders stay down away from your ears. Let's have a look. Stand under the rings. When you jump up, we jump to straight elbows as quickly as possible. So, jumping up, pull the rings into your hips. They are turned out and we have a slight hollow body position. Holding here. Just make sure we don't pike too much at the hips. So we want to extend and hold that hollow body position. Hi guys, I'm going to take you through a negative muscle up. So this is where we start to put everything together. We're going to start in our front support hold. So we will jump up to the top of the rings and we make sure those elbows are straight, hands turned out at the top. From there we would go through a negative dip. So full range of movement, elbows in, all the way to the bottom of your dip position. We transition to a false grip chin hold, and then we would look to lower down to a false grip eagle hang. Let's see how that looks. So we're going to jump up to your top support hold. Elbows turned out. Negative dip, full range of movement. Transition to your false grip chin hold. Lower down to your eagle hang. Then we jump back up and we do it again. Let's see how you go. Hi guys, I'm going to take you through some ring dips. Now, one thing you can use, if you are newer to these, is a band, and I'll show you how to use that in just a moment. When you go into your ring dips, we're going to jump up into our front support hold. So that is the position at the top of the rings with nice straight elbows and the palms are turned out. Through your dip, we need to make sure those elbows stay tucked in. We work as low as we can, so full range of movement. Then we push back up and we turn out. Now we hold that hollow body position the whole time. Knees will be a bit bent with the band, but let's see how we go. Okay guys, with this band, you're just going to put the ends of the bands on the bottom of the ring and place your hands over that to hold it in place. It can be a little tricky getting into the band, but jumping up and then just let those knees rest in the band. From here, elbows turned out to start with. We lower down, full range of movement as low as possible, push back up, lock out at the top. Elbows stay in, come as low as you can, push up, lock out at the top. You can also do this out of the band. Hi guys, I'm going to take you through a full muscle up. Now, this is where we put everything together. We start with our eagle hang at the bottom of the movement. We're in false grip. We then pull to our false grip chin hold. We transition to the bottom of our dip and we press up to our front support hold. In reverse, we then come down through a full dip. We transition to a false grip chin hold and we lower down to a full eagle hang. Let's see how it looks.